Hey y'all, today I am talking about curriculum choices and specifically science curriculum choices. One of the questions I get about homeschooling and science is, when did I start teaching my children a formal science curriculum? And that answer varies between my children. My oldest, I think, was about in 4th or 5th grade, and my youngest, she started in 2nd or 3rd grade, but that was only for one semester. I began BJU science curriculum with my youngest earlier just because it was part of a box curriculum set that we purchased, and I figured why not? It was her last subject of the day, and if she got to it, that's great, and if not, no big deal. Mostly just all about exposure at that point. Last year, this was my son's science textbook, and this is with BJU. It is a normal textbook with information and pictures, and it came with a workbook that he filled out as well as extra handouts. There were tests. So 5th or 6th grade, I start having them do a more formal curriculum for history and science. Up until then, one year we totally just used Magic School Bus. I bought the whole DVD complete series set, and we kept those in our car so we could watch during long rides, and that was really great. Mrs. Frizzle, she's the best. They probably learned more from her in that school bus than any of these books, so that was fun. I started teaching science when my son was about 2 years old. We did a paper Mache volcano. We made red lava with baking soda and vinegar and took it outside and watched it explode and come out of the volcano. So that was fun. Little hands-on experiments is so much fun. You can find endless Pinterest boards of fun things to do. Lots of the kids' museums are science-based, and so that's a fun place to start with field trips. We keep books around. We haven't used any of these books formally, but I love Usborne Books, and I tend to buy more of their science books just because they're so colorful, engaging, and exciting. And we have these just in the bookshelf when they're interested in something. When they have a question, they can go down the rabbit hole, and that's fun. We have some other random books in our library about different animals. This is one thing that my kids really love. This is the big book of why. And if you're tired of answering why, mom, why? This has a lot of the answers in there, and it has questions they haven't even thought of to think of yet. There are a couple of different books like that. Fun facts, neat things. My kids love those, so we keep those around. This is a science experiment book that the kids can do by themselves, my kids' ages, and this is a try this experiment book, and it has things like weird physics, swimming with your clothes on, how long does it take, what would you need, and explains how to do that experiment yourself. Walking on eggs. Ask your parents before you start this, please. So just some cool things to try, and step-by-step instructions, and just some how and why of the information that they're going to discover. Also, when they were little, I would get a plate of Oreos and twist off the top where just the cream was showing and scoop out part and place them in a circle, kind of like a clock. The very top one had the cookie still on, and the very bottom one had whole cream, and the ones in the middle were the phases of the moon that I scooped out. So that was just kind of a cute, fun thing. If they were old enough, you could even give them a spoon and have them scoop the cream off to make each phase of the moon, and it's a yummy educational activity. Don't forget the power of Mentos and a bottle of Diet Coke. That's always fun. Make sure you go outside first. So we have typically used mostly Pinterest and other ideas that we've seen online. Recently, we did an experiment called a watermelon challenge, and we discovered how many rubber bands it took to make a watermelon explode. You can dive as far into that as you want educationally and discuss how many pounds of pressure, etc., or you can just have fun and blow up a watermelon, and the kids will always remember that. A lot of our science in the past has come from co-ops. We make sure to sign up for at least one science class, and that's really fun when you get a group of people together and you get other moms. I'm not a science mom, I tend to do experiments and they go wrong often, so we can learn from that this experiment went wrong. But when it goes wrong every time, sometimes you just want to see it do right. So there's other moms that are just really better at that than I am, and they teach those classes, and my kids enjoy learning with a group of other peers. Please give this video a thumbs up for learning about science, and make sure you subscribe to see more homeschooling videos like this and curriculum reviews. I hope y'all have a great week, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. Sorry, dropped you. Close the door, please.